Ghana football is most importantly in safe hands. The safe hand is the one addressing all of you. Yes, yeah.
All right, yebema obi bia kwaba ejaba sports link Ghana so brothers associate me edin komono edi ebro na enaket Okraku must resign. Ket ES Okraku should resign as soon as possible. Ene team no final training session Ket ekowura mu na ohwe ne dimi na ode wura mu ene hawa na ne se gunachi ni wo koba ne ade asif say Ghana ya qualify wie enso ene mo ayede edi ama Ghana na Ket kodi nkomo bi na ne nkomo kodi ye no o se ono nkasa gira sa nkomo no so na or resign yebewura mu na yabo enkomo edtimi ede free that side na enwa panitry work bi ekoso na sese ndie ewiase nyina hu se Ghana ye efere nyade ewiase nyina hu se Ket Okraku administration no eye too much enkoye na wo de me the video we eba besomo no hu de ekoso ewo ewiase chese international world o de ekoso pa ya nsem nkrofo ka e de fa Ghana football GFA ho no ano eden papa yebetimi abonkomo na ena me no kasa wurom our Blasters camp report amegada no chese Abrante Jordan Ayew Blasters players no omotima endorse Abrante na omo chese omagina tum prekope Abrante ye kalida pa o ye leader ensebe na ekoso me the details no 8 media bros bomadi so be subscribe be like now be leave you comment or comment section na be bia 8 I come share so after the video yebetimi asene shout out the amount na yeni nkomo high na report amegada chese Jordan Ayew after say coach Otwado the captain Amber no ema no na Abrante lead Ghana against Angola no yes Blasters players in camp no omo feel Abrante no brutal na report amegada chese before say Blasters ebe room akwakoye training ahodo no na Abrante Jordan Ayew agada boys no my meeting the task ahead no e ato manim atro mo say the task na down manim no much important eche omo ankasa personal gains omo ankasa personal fame edunto omo attention omo focus ni nyina no enwura mu the task ahead which was Angola game no na yese boys in the way Jordan treaty boys no camp and on the field training sessions no yese boys na endorse Abrante na omo che say omo surprise say Jordan Ayew ekuta sa qualities no na Jordan atimi approve bibi ama boys na hu say in fact kwada niema ankoye die na so watimi ache some leadership quality bia ama money agene ho na according to report and say ne sifa ebaye was say I have been told by some of the players in camp that they were surprised by how Jordan Ayew handled everything as a captain. Ahead of each training session, he will hold a meeting with the players to remind them what was at stake and why they were not just playing for themselves but for something greater than themselves. Jordan Ayew led from the front and reportedly did not let Otwado do much talking. Even the under-fire manager was surprised by how well and peacefully the camp was. If you watch the game, you could tell there was a plan and every player was committed to the cause. It's unfortunate that they were let down by a lack of quality in key moments. According to one player who spoke on the condition of anonymity to protect relationship, he said, Jordan Ayew made us feel motivated for the game. Eti Jordan Ayew and a boys no show appreciation show say omo feeling opinion and I said Jordan Ayew no omo feeling ye pa isa say the way or handle Blasters issue or camp war and like on the field and off the field no how osifa manage issues no na they were so much impressed our more say Abrante betimi atakoso na wakonkoden as a captain edi ama wo mu na report no so SH say Otwado che say when this time round no wan kasa bebre e training grounds wo nin komo anase ne talking ni na very less na Jordan Ayew ho say obetimi assist na boys nothing ye maybe ase this is what we want it going ahead no we hope say enema betimi akoso na a peaceful Ediama Blasters. That is the latest ever. Na abusuye nwemu ansa na ebewram Ket Okraku ensem ye hokaye no yenisa enkomo we na panitry work bi ekoso na former West Ham midfielder ekodi nkomo na oche se Ghana efe no aprotete eye kon eye kankan che se proyan kasa de ebi koso e camp no na enwonwa ebeye nwanwa pass Ghana Morocco 2025 no Ghana entimi nkopim abusuya enkomo no de dodo na no mudi ye yenko ninko tiesa enkomo no
not qualifying for AFCON, Nige. That is incredible. This is a Ghanaian side that they've been on the slide. They've been in just a really bad way. The last 2 AFCONs, they've been one of the worst teams at AFCON. They're not unified. The federation is in a mess. And when you talk about a dark, dark period for a national team, you talk about a dark, dark chapter for a federation like the Ghanaian Federation, Nigel. This has to be the darkest of them all.
It is the darkest. First time they haven't qualified since 2004. There has to be a clearing of the house process for me because it's inexcusable. This is Ghana. They produce some of the top talented football players that we've seen. Talk about Michael Essien and right now Kudus. Like, there's so much talent there. And for them not to qualify, it's an absolute embarrassment. It's just that simple.
Is that result more on Ghana's shortcomings or more on the fact that we're just seeing African football as a whole, the level raising?
Lack of direction, shortcomings from Ghana. You know, when you talk about Africa as the continent, the North African sides have always done well. You look about Morocco, Algeria, not as much recently, Egypt, but for me, you know, Ivory Coast, Senegal, they're probably, I would say, the real standard bearers of African football right now. And the smaller nations are starting to even go, small nations like Cape Verde are starting to do well now. But for Ghana, for me, that is an embarrassment because they are a powerhouse nation of African football, and not to qualify is an absolute embarrassment.
Alright, I was just say Ghana, yes, somebody may say do the whole worldwide. Obi biate, obi bia who say Ket administration no, bibi biamfa. Under Ket Okraku no, nothing seems to work. Ewo hanom. Ti wow hesa de this international pundits ebeke kan sansem we book boss sansem we so omotimi ahu de ekoso campo de then it clearly tells you say blasters na kasa ne de. I was say government no o say na Akufo-Addo step in. Na obeye adwuma na edema anya saade a obua Ket what tena so 300 years metu sala kora enya de se obetima bibia sese no mo de ye yenche nine nko a no ana ekoso. That is enkomo no ehon no ene yetimi abiebie mu edi amount na yemfri we so na yenwura mu ewo hanom na Mr. Ket Okraku kodi enkomo na Ket enkomo ye koboy na ache na utie enkomo a Ket eboy a it clearly tells you say Ket ninsema okani nyina no more or less ayana in other way round. So what I say ninsema no okasa from right direction a wrong direction na echo ninsema ni ayana sisi ditrase die obeka no enye no na oye abusa yenko tie Ket some years back ninsema bia otimi ekan.
Ghana football has suffered. Ghana football has struggled. But Ghana football is on the rise. Ghana football is most importantly in safe hands. The safe hand is the one addressing all of you. The trusted hand, the trusted leader is the one speaking to all of you. People believe in the leadership. That's the reason why they are here. They trust the leadership. That's why they are here. Most importantly, they trust in the vision of the leader. That's why they are here. And they are here, and we are here to again say one thing: we are together.
Right, so Ket Okraku and I was say oh bro nsam so oh honom Ket utimi kan sem we nyina o enne hwe bia yakwakoduru AFCON Ghana enkobi 20 years after Ghana entimi enwuram o Morocco. Shame on you. Shame, a very big shame to Ket Okraku. Yen send a shout out to kakra John Ackerson, a big shout out to Sevanus Michal Jockey Jackie. A big shout out to you. Amanda Ofosuya. Amanda, what do you mean? A big shout out to you. Then Maxwell Amwa. A big shout out to you. Then when you Ingram Emma ST Newman. A big shout out to you. Now when you Atwasama Kwaku Wilson. A big shout out to you, Kwaku. Maybe I will be on Michal Trinity. A big shout out to you, Michael Mawena. A big shout out to you, Amanda Ofosuya. A big shout out to you. Now we're out to also Eddie Ama Gideon Kagbo. A big shout out to you, Gidi when so enter so Emma Famwapa music or tema. A big shout out to you Famwapa. Then Don Carlo, a big shout out to you. Dr. Selassie, Mitchell will be a doctor. Then Prosper and Yate. Prosper, a big shout out to you, brother. Maybe a Obiano, Sportsling Ghana, Yachao. Kwame Ofori, a big shout out to you. Rufa Abdallah, a Gaza, a big shout out to you. I was here, shout out to the NCM meeting at Kobe. And now it's my friend Kobe Finest. It's Abishia.